今変わる心が望むようにどうせいつか終わりは来るわお気に召すままにどんなに汚れていても私にはわかるわプリンセス伏せる瞳の僕光はかすかに残るもう一度呼び起こすの小さな頃に描い
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Dallas Police Department. Residents in the city of Dallas, lock all of your doors immediately. An individual was seen running around the downtown Dallas area throwing explosions in the form of Easter eggs, injuring and killing civilians in the process. These explosions have also been causing damage to property in the area, and law enforcement is struggling heavily already. In addition, multiple fires have been reported to be taking place in result of these explosions. The identity or description of this individual can't be given at this time. As a precaution, all residents in the Dallas area are asked to remain in their homes for the rest of the day. Do not try to confront this individual as they are considered armed and extremely dangerous, and you could risk getting killed doing so. If you see this person, call 911. The National Guard will be dispatched if the situation escalates further. Stay tuned for further information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Dallas Police Department. Several 911 calls have come in to report that mysterious packages have been dropped off to several homes and businesses across Dallas County. These packages come with an Easter basket with Easter eggs inside surrounding these packages. It is unknown if the individual that was seen attacking people in downtown Dallas is responsible for delivering these packages, but all residents are strongly urged to not open these packages as some of them have been reported to be the size of bombs. All residents are to report any suspicious delivery to the Dallas Police Department immediately. Do not go outside, as the individual could be in your area, and you could be leading yourself into danger. Stay in your homes until an all-clear message has been given by the proper authorities. If you see the individual, call 911. Continue to monitor local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
We have breaking news coming to you live from the downtown Dallas area. An individual was seen running around throwing explosives at anyone they see in their path. These explosives appeared to be in the form of Easter eggs according to eyewitnesses. Residents have been seen running all across the city trying to find shelter and stay away from this dangerous person. This individual may also be responsible for delivering suspicious packages all across Dallas County, but that cannot be confirmed at this time. All residents in the Dallas area are urged to remain indoors, and dial the Dallas Police Department if a package has been delivered to your residence, or if you have seen the person responsible.
Sir, a package arrived at the station. It looks like the size of a bomb.
Wait. Don't open that.
But I'm curious to see what's inside. I'm gonna open it.
God damn.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Dallas Police Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Texas State Emergency Management. This is a chemical hazard warning effective until further notice. It has been confirmed that the individual that was seen attacking residents in the city of Dallas is in fact responsible for delivering hazardous packages in several Easter baskets all across the Dallas area. There is also an accomplice that is aiding this person in these attacks, and is armed with several melee weapons including a sledgehammer, an umbrella, a hatchet, a katana and several knives, and will attack and kill anyone that they see. The accomplice has also detonated some of the packages in the area, which are confirmed to be bombs, carrying an unknown toxin. Reports of bombs exploding in neighborhoods across Dallas areas have been confirmed, and this toxin has been released into the air. This unknown toxin is extremely lethal and can kill you instantly if the substance is inhaled. Approximately 20 fatalities have occurred due to organ failure after residents have inhaled the fatal substance. Due to this deadly toxin being released into the air, all residents in the Dallas area are asked to shelter in place at this time. Lock all windows and doors, turn off all heating and cooling systems, close all fireplace dampers, and seal all cracks with tape or damp towels. If you see the two unidentified individuals, stay away from them, and call 911. Continue to follow local media outlets for more updates on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Dallas Police Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Texas State Emergency Management. Descriptions for both suspects have been given to authorities. The description for both suspects goes as follows. The first suspect is a female anthropomorphic rabbit-like creature, estimated to be in their late teens or early 20s, 5 feet 11 inches tall, has white fur, long bunny ears, a short, fluffy and white undersided tail, black eyes with no pupils, weighing 90 pounds. She was last seen wearing a pink poofy dress with strawberries on it, wearing no shoes, and is armed with grenades and smoke bombs in the form of Easter eggs and a pink bow with different forms of arrows. The second suspect is an anthropomorphic fox-like creature, estimated to be in their late teens or early 20s, 6 feet 2 inches tall, has red-orange-brownish fur, a snout, black nose, long canine-like ears, a long fluffy tail with a white tip, curly hair, green eyes, weighing 90 pounds. She was last seen wearing a purple hoodie, short black pleated skirt, black torn stockings, and black high-heeled boots, and is armed with several melee weapons including a sledgehammer, an umbrella, a hatchet, a katana and several knives. Residents are to not come in contact with these two suspects as they are considered armed and extremely dangerous. These two girls have currently taken several hostages including Mayor Eric Johnson in the Dallas City Hall on 1500 Marilla Street, and are threatening to kill everyone within the next hour if their demands are not met. The National Guard and the Federal Bureau of Investigation have been dispatched to the downtown Dallas area, and have set up roadblocks to prevent the two suspects from escaping. SWAT teams have also been sent out to the City Hall to try to communicate with the two women. All residents are to remain in their homes and to stay away from Dallas City Hall at this time. If you do not, you will likely be arrested, or shot on sight by the National Guard. Remain in your homes and shelter in place, as the toxin the two women released is still exposing suburban parts of the Dallas metro. Continue to follow local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
The civil authorities have issued a civil danger warning for Dallas TX beginning at 5 p.m. and ending at midnight Central Standard Time. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Dallas Police Department, the Texas State Emergency Management, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is a civil danger warning for all of Dallas. Approximately 10 minutes ago, the hostage situation at the Dallas City Hall has ended, with 20 people being killed including Mayor Eric Johnson. The two women have also managed to escape the SWAT team and are driving away in a stolen vehicle. The vehicle is a pink 2018 Ford Mustang GT with Louisiana license plate HRV 6129. Law enforcement and the National Guard are currently in pursuit, with them driving in an easterly direction, possibly heading for the city of Tyler. All residents in East Dallas are asked to not interfere in this pursuit as you could be putting your lives at risk doing so. Remain in your homes and shelter in place, as bombs disguised as packages have continuously exploded all over the suburban areas of Dallas, releasing more of the deadly toxic substance into the air. In addition, the two female suspects has been identified. The first suspect is Bonnie Clover Williamson. She is a female anthropomorphic rabbit, 19 years of age, 5 feet 11 inches tall, has white fur, long bun ears, a short, fluffy and white underside tail, black eyes with no pupils, weighing 90 pounds. She was last seen wearing a pink poofy dress with strawberries on it, wearing no shoes. She is armed with grenades and smoke bombs in the form of Easter eggs and a pink bow with different forms of arrows. The second suspect is Caitlin Jennings. She is an anthropomorphic fox, 19 years old, 6 feet 2 inches tall, has red-orange brownish fur, a snout, black nose, long canine-like ears, a long fluffy tail with a wide tip, curly hair, green eyes, weighing 90 pounds. She was last seen wearing a purple heady, short black plaid skirt, black torn stockings, and black high-heeled boots. She is also armed with several melee weapons including a sledgehammer, an umbrella, a hatchet, a katana and several knives. Both of these women are considered armed and extremely dangerous, and should not be approached. They are actively killing civilians, as well as law enforcement and the National Guard. If you know someone who was injured by the suspects, dial 911. Stay tuned for further information on this dangerous situation.
We're closing in on them. Now it's time to take them down.
Hold on a second. They look like they're about to crash. Put on the brakes, Simon.
Affirmative.
They are stuck upside down. Time to approach the vehicle and detain them.
Alright, you pieces of trash, crawl out of the vehicle, put your fucking hands in the air and stay on the ground.
I really don't like the look in their eyes. They're planning something.
Stay vigilant and keep your weapons aimed at the suspects.
What the actual hell are they firing?
Shoot. Open fire now.
Immediate evacuation for the city of Tyler and surrounding areas. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Texas State Emergency Management. The suspects, Bonnie Clover Williamson and Caitlin Jennings, have crashed their vehicle in the city of Tyler. However, after exiting the vehicle, one of them pulled out a cannon and fired it on law enforcement and the National Guard. Soon after the cannon was fired, they started to transform into mutated rabbit-like creatures, and have raided the city of Tyler, killing every person they see in their path. These mutated rabbits are much bigger and more humanoid than the ones in the wild, and have sharper claws and fangs, capable of tearing apart human flesh. Local reports, that approximately over 75 people have already been killed, along with over 200 injuries as a result of these attacks. The two female suspects have also continued their rampage by firing fire arrows as well as throwing incendiary grenades at civilians and buildings. Massive fires have been reported across the city, and the fire department is struggling to putting out these fires due to the attacks from the mutated rabbits. All residents in the Tyler metro area are asked to evacuate from the area immediately. Take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a fully charged cell phone with chargers, toiletries, and a battery-powered, or hand-crank radio with extra batteries to last you and your family for the duration of this emergency. Do not pick up relatives from schools, hospitals, or nursing homes. These areas have their own evacuation procedures, and will act on them accordingly. Continue to monitor local media outlets for further information as it becomes available.
The civil authority has issued a civil danger warning for the following counties or areas: Dallas, Henderson, Kaufman, Rains, Rockwall, Smith, Van Zandt, Wood. At 9 p.m. effective until 1 a.m. Message from iPostcap. The mutated rabbits created by the suspects, Bonnie Clover Williamson and Caitlin Jennings, have continued their rampage through the city of Tyler and have spread all over Smith County. And now they have entered the following counties: Dallas, Henderson, Kaufman, Rains, Rockwell, Van Zandt and Wood. The mutated rabbits have killed over 730 people in the Tyler area, and 2,000 more have been wounded. The two female suspects are also throwing explosives at anyone out in the public areas of the city and releasing their dangerous toxic substance in suburban parts. All residents in the mentioned areas are asked to stay away from these two women as they are armed and extremely dangerous. Remain in your homes and seek shelter until an all-clear order has been given by proper authorities. If the creatures manage to enter your home, use armed protection by all means. This includes lethal force. The civil danger warning will expand if the situation spreads beyond the area. If you know anyone who has been injured or has been attacked by these creatures, call 911.
This is an emergency action notification, requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS operating handbook for a national level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WJDV. We will continue to serve the Jackson, Mississippi area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Jackson, Mississippi area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is WJDV. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Jackson, Mississippi area. If you are not in the Jackson, Mississippi area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. Repeating, this is not a test. Please pay close attention to this message, as this pertains to information regarding a national crisis that is currently ongoing. At 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, Bonnie Clover Williamson and Caitlin Jennings, who have been causing massive amounts of chaos in the northeastern portions of the state of Texas, have fired a large cannon in all directions, causing massive damage all across the state, as well as surrounding areas. This cannon's blast radius was estimated to be 10 miles wide, and is capable of destroying anything in its path. As the cannon was fired, they released a lethal toxin into the air. This is the same lethal substance that was used in the packages that were delivered all across the city of Dallas. In addition, they have also sent mutated bunny-like creatures all across Texas, and have started to invade surrounding states. These include Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. These creatures are disturbingly capable of tearing apart human flesh and ripping out organs from their victims. And after being killed by these creatures, victims that are killed will reawaken and become one of them. It has also been confirmed that the deadly substance that was released into the air is also capable of turning people into these creatures after being killed by inhaling the toxin. Approximately over 50,000 people have been killed as a result, and over 100,000 injuries have been reported, and more are expected within the next few hours. To prevent the invasion from spreading any further, the President of the United States and his cabinet has agreed to firebomb the previously mentioned areas. These bombs are not nuclear, but will still cause massive damage. If the firebombing plan fails, the President has taken consideration to launch nuclear missiles from the Pentagon as a last resort option. All residents in the previously mentioned areas are asked to seek shelter immediately. Close and lock all doors and windows, shut off all ventilation systems, close all fireplace dampers, seal all cracks with tape or damp towels, and have the necessary supplies with you, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone with chargers, important documents, toiletries, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio with extra batteries to last you and your family for the duration of this emergency. Failure to follow these procedures will result in certain, if not immediate death. Do not attempt to confront these creatures. They will attack and kill anyone on sight. If one of these creatures manage to enter your home, use armed protection by all means. This includes lethal force. The Federal Bureau of Investigation and the United States military are actively searching for the 2 female suspects responsible for this national crisis, and plan to detain, or if needed, eliminate them. The President of the United States is expected to speak on all channels shortly. Stand by for this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
My fellow Americans, this is a dark day for the United States. Two female suspects, Bonnie Clover Williamson and Caitlin Jennings, have unleashed what is described as an unholy Easter Sunday. They have continuously attacked residents all across the United States. They have released a deadly toxin into the air, after mailing bombs inside packages to people's homes. Then, they have created mutated rabbit-like creatures, which are disturbingly capable of ripping off human flesh. And most recently, they have fired a large cannon in all directions and managed to cause mass damage in surrounding areas. Law enforcement has tried their hardest to eliminate the two suspects and all the creatures, but have failed miserably doing so. 10 minutes ago, I made an agreement with my cabinet to firebomb the southern United States to eliminate these creatures. If this plan fails, we'll be forced to launch ballistic nuclear missiles to the same areas, as a last resort attempt to stop this madness. I urge everyone in the states of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Colorado, Kansas, Utah, Arizona and New Mexico to seek shelter immediately. This is non-negotiable. Be sure to take food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a first aid kit, important documents, a fully charged cell phone with chargers, toiletries, and a battery-powered, or hand-cranked radio with extra batteries to last yourselves for the duration of this emergency. Remain indoors to avoid certain death, and follow every order given by law enforcement. We will get through this catastrophic situation together, as one nation under God. Our enemies will not win this battle, and that can be assured. May the Lord be with you, and God bless America.
This is an emergency action termination. All clear. Repeating, all clear. The firebombing deemed to be a success, and all the mutated rabbits have been killed. However, remain in your shelters, as the deadly substance from the toxin is still reported to be airborne. A biological team is being sent to the southern United States to clean the toxin out of the air. In addition, Bonnie Clover Williamson and Caitlin Jennings managed to flee from the firebombing, and are nowhere to be found. A nationwide manhunt is underway to bring in the two female suspects in custody. An administrative message will be sent out once the airborne toxin is cleared. This concludes all operations under the emergency alert system. Normal programming may now resume. Your government thanks you for your cooperation during this emergency. An administrative message from the Texas State Emergency Management. The toxic substance has been cleared out of the area. Residents can leave their shelters now. However, be on the lookout for the two female suspects, Bonnie Clover Williamson and Caitlin Jennings, who are wanted by the United States government for causing mass destruction in the southern United States. Repeating, all residents can leave their shelters, as the toxic substance has been cleared out of the air.